Hey there, YouTubeniks. Thanks for dropping in for another presentation. In subsequent videos, because school's coming on us, we're going to be talking about how to teach clarinet tone production. It's extremely important because no matter what you do on the clarinet, play low, high, loud, soft, short, long, inside, outside, it doesn't matter. All the time you're doing any of those things, you're making the tone on the clarinet. And if you're doing it right, it's fun and easy to do. And if you're not doing it well, all those things you're asked to do on the clarinet are going to be a problem. So what I'd like to do is share with you the way that I teach clarinet tone production to young players, to beginners, as well as young and advancing players. So we're going to share with you the tom method for doing it. Now this is going to be just the substance of the method. You have to provide the methodology for getting that substance into the student, but I'll share that with you. And before I do, though, because some of these ideas are so scary and so radical to some of you, perhaps, I want to share with you a story that I call A Tale of Two Bands. A Tale of Two Bands begins with a band director calling me up and asking me to help her to teach clarinet tone production. She said that she'd heard me talk about clarinet tone production at a lecture, and she thought the ideas were intriguing, and she was very frustrated with the clarinet band sound, and she was desperate, so she thought maybe I could help. So I did. Well, the results were so positive and so successful that the next year she decided to use this methodology of teaching clarinet tone production for all the beginning students, and she instructed all her teachers that they had to use this method and to use my book, The Educator's Guide to the Clarinet, to help them get the students to produce clarinet tone correctly. Well, this band was tremendously successful over the years. Over three or four years, the clarinet sections improved remarkably, and they were placed at the very top of all the regional and district bands. The Tale of Two Bands has to do with another band that was only 5 miles away from, say, Band A. That was my kids' band. And these two bands were top-notch bands. They were number 1 and number 2 in the state in middle school bands in the top division one year. They were very competitive, and they all had the same opportunities. They had the same means. They had private lessons teachers, very affluent areas, both of these areas. So there was no lack in one. Well, the story goes like this. When these students from, say, Band A, my band, and Band B, when they went into the same high school, they fed into the same high school, and they auditioned as freshmen, at least one year I heard that not one player from Band B got into even the second band until one of the players from Band A that had been placed in the second band was moved up into the first band. And so then Band B got up there at the bottom of the second clarinet section. The rest of the second clarinet section, second band clarinet section in the high school was full of members from Band A, and then there was a healthy representation of freshmen in Band 1 of Band A clarinet players. So you think, this is an impossibility genetically, that all the good clarinet players just happen to go to Band A, to middle school, and all the genetically inferior clarinet players went to Band B. No, you have to conclude that the methodology that was used, in this case, that the methodology was superior in producing superior clarinet players. These two bands being so close together and feeding into the same high school, and having essentially the same opportunities, the same kind of support and all that. This is as close in the real world as you can get to an actual laboratory study. And I think that the methods that we use were well vindicated by the results, not only in regional and district band placements and in ensemble contests and all that, and the way the method produced outstanding individual clarinet players, but also vindicated by this incredible result, of having all the students, only having one student from Band B to be even be able to place at the bottom of the second band in the high school. So that's really a remarkable result. And I've talked to the band director before about it, and she definitely believes that it's the methodology that did it, that improved her clarinet section dramatically and enabled them to be so successful in contests and also very successful in subsequent auditions. I'm going to share with you that method that I used, and the method I shared with the band director that is proven at least so successful in this area. And you may be doubting of it, but I'll assure you, if you follow it and you follow it rigorously, it will improve your clarinet section. It will improve your clarinet students in every way: their tone, their tuning, the resonance, and characteristic sound in every way. And the students don't have to be talented to have really good characteristic sounds. If they follow this methodology, they will definitely succeed. This will really work for you if you'll give it a good old college try. And if you try it and you have questions, I'd like to hear from you. And if you try it and you have complaints, I'd like to hear from you too. And if you try it and you have problems, I really want to hear from you, because I'd really like to help you guys be as successful as you can in the coming year in teaching your students. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you get a chance. Let your friends know about our videos, and drop into our website. We've got a lot of great stuff.